Blackstone Publishing presents Ernesto, The Untold Story of Hemingway in Revolutionary Cuba by Andrew Feldman. This book is read by Timothy Andrés Pabon. To my father who challenged me, to my mother who accepted me, to my wife still standing her ground, and to my daughter, que adora las sorpresas. Introduction. Along the wind-swept banks of a fishing village a few miles from Havana, there is a bust dedicated to the memory of a writer set there by its inhabitants, the fishermen of Cojímar. When they first heard the news that Hemingway was dead, it felt as if they had received a blow from the long beam of their sail, as wind changed and the boat came suddenly about. Still, some of them doubted the validity of the news. After all, the papers had declared his death on more than one occasion, and were obliged to retract their stories when Mr. Way, as many of the fishermen, finding his full name difficult to pronounce, called him, returned from the dead, indestructible and immortal, like some hero of ancient lore. Others, sneering at the headlines, rejected the suggestion, repeating itself like a vulgar joke in the newspapers and on the radio, that his death had been a suicide. In this way, they were able for a time to maintain the fiction that their friend, Ernest Hemingway, was alive and that he had never faltered in the face of death. For 30 years, the villagers had shared the sea and fished with Hemingway, so they believed that they knew him well. They came to love him naturally and simply, like a brother, as was their custom, and he came to love them back. Whenever he and his motored craft encountered them after a long day of fishing, rowing back beneath the sun, El Americano would throw out a line and tow their boats back to port. Often he would invite them for a drink in La Terraza, the village restaurant bar beside the docks where they could talk, exchange tips about sea conditions, and enjoy some rum and one another's company. Asking many questions, Ernest Hemingway, the writer, listened intently to their responses, to their sentiments, and to their manner of speaking, slowly gathering details for his work and strengthening ties of friendship with these men. In Cojímar, where his first mate Gregorio Fuentes also lived, Hemingway kept his boat, the Pilar. It was safe there. Everyone in the village knew to whom it belonged, and they looked after it as if it were their own. As the years passed, he had become part of their community. When Gregorio Fuentes' daughters married, Hemingway, along with the other fishermen, attended their weddings.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?